they don't have tolerance to each other, and nobody wants to compensate, and nobody wants to back down. It's good, it's important to calm people down by saying you are right. It goes for both ways, so it is both sides' responsibility. I want to give one example of the Prophet ﷺ. His lifestyle is the best and most important for us. When Prophet he saw dream to perform Umrah. He went, he asked the Sahabas, they put on Ihram, and they went to Mecca to perform Umrah. And when they came, they were denied. It's a long story, I'll cut it short. When they denied performing Umrah, Prophet ﷺ asked them to negotiate a peace plan to the mushriks, which were holding Mecca at that time. So they agree, they come, and they talk, and they made a peace agreement between the Muslims and the mushriks. This is called Sulhul Hudaybiyah. At that time, Sayyidina Abu Bakr and Sayyidina Ali accepted what Prophet ﷺ said, because they were very much devoted to the Prophet ﷺ. They followed him regardless of what. So that's why you see the tariqahs come from these two Sahaba. All of the Sahabas, the other ones, including Sayyidina Omar, they were very upset with the terms which in the peace treaty, because they thought Prophet compensated too much and gave too much to the mushriks. Even though the Sahabas were not happy, they followed the Prophet. But at that time, they became emotional, because they thought Prophet should have been more aggressive. But at the end, they agree what Prophet said. But at that time, it was difficult. It was emotional. So in this treaty, what was seen as what Prophet ﷺ was compensating or tolerating or giving more rights to the mushriks, these things at the end became a reason for Prophet to conquer Mecca and made all Arabia Muslim. So the Prophet ﷺ, he pulled little bit back, and he said, let's have an agreement, and he was willing to accommodate them. But in long term, it was beneficial for the Muslims. But maybe in short term, it didn't look beneficial. So we should all take this example, especially in the arguments between husband and wife, or any kind of arguments people would have. Just remember the story. It is written everywhere. People can read about it, and it will be more accurate than my explanation. But the point is, it looked like Prophet gave compensation. It looked like Prophet was being soft. It looked like he was being more accommodating. But at the end, after 2 years, because of this agreement, armies of Islam were inside Mecca. All Mecca mushriks became Muslim, and the idols in the Kaaba was destroyed, and all Arabian Peninsula became Muslim until today. So it's good to remember the story, even if you want to have any. If you see the story, you will make many relationship work, including business partnership, friendships, family relationship, and also marriage. Prophet ﷺ is the best of example.